Hi guys, this is Rob from the Extra Like channel. Um, if you could hit that like button for me, please, I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. This recording was supposed to be a podcast. We tried, me and Tracy, to do it, and I don't know. There's something going on with either YouTube or Skype or something or other, and it just won't upload. So today I'm going to be talking about Tupac and Biggie, the conspiracies around their lives and their deaths. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So I hope you're enjoy this, and yeah, I'll get started. So here we go. Let's go now. Tupac and Biggie, two of the greatest rappers, if not the greatest rappers, hip hop, gangster rap that's probably ever lived. Well, in my opinion, Tupac is the best. He'll never be succumbed. There's maybe a few that have got close. And number two, in my humble opinion, is the notorious B.I.G, Biggie Smalls, Biggie, whatever, Christopher Wallace, if you wanted to use his real name. Now, they, believe it or not, they started off, basically they were friends, they were good friends. Tupac was about maybe 8 months older, I think, than Biggie. Tupac was born on June the 16th, 1971, in East Harlem, New York. And Biggie was born on the 21st of May, 1972, in Brooklyn, New York. Basically, Tupac started off as he went to school for the performing arts, which I don't think he stayed to the end. But it was a tough life. He didn't know his dad really well. His mum was Afeni Shakur, was addicted to crack cocaine. Basically, he was out selling drugs to feed himself and his family. He made no secret of that. He was very vocal and very honest about the situation that he found himself in. And he called himself a thug because he came from the streets, and he started off with nothing, which I can really identify with. Basically, that we've got a lot of similarities, myself and Tupac. I'm talking about our upbringings, but that's a video for another time. He started off as a dancer for Digital Underground, and then he started doing some rapping, and he was very, very good. He was really, really good, and he started the Outlaws, and he was very, very popular, very, very popular. And his mum was a Black Panther, and he was affiliated to the Black Panther Party, and he was good at capturing what was really, really going on in the streets. I mean, there's songs like Brenda's Got a Baby, which talks about a young girl, I think she was 12 or 13, having a baby. This was happening. This is happening. It happens now. It was happening then. He talked about the struggle that black people were facing in America. Young black people, young black males were struggling to get a foothold, to do anything in America in the 70s and 80s. Biggie came along, and slightly different. Biggie went to prison, but his mum was a school teacher. Biggie did go to prison for dealing crack cocaine. I'm not sure how long he did, but he was friends with P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him. And P. Diddy started Bad Boy Records. And they had artists like B.I.G, Little Kim, and other. If you know your rap, you know the kind of people he was surrounding himself with. Tupac was shot. Basically, what happened, he was supposed to meet P. Diddy and Biggie at a recording studio, and he went in, and he was in the lobby, and allegedly someone tried to rob him, and he got shot 5 times, but he lived, which he wasn't shy of telling people about. Anyway, he blamed P. Diddy, allegedly, and Biggie for basically what he thought was an attempt on his life, which he was. He was shot 5 times, he could have died. He went to prison, came out of prison, did Hit 'Em Up, which was it's the biggest and the best diss track ever. If you've not heard Hit 'Em Up, go on YouTube and listen to Hit 'Em Up. It's brutal. And that's the beef really started. Now, the conspiracies. When Tupac was still alive, Tupac was with Death Row Records, Suge Knight, who's actually still alive and in prison. There was rumour that P. Diddy allegedly said that he didn't care if Biggie had to die and Tupac had to die because he was going to be successful. And allegedly, since Biggie's death let me just check my notes, the 9th of March 1997, a year after Tupac was killed, Tupac died on the 13th of September 1996, so there's it wasn't quite a year between them. Basically, the rumour is that Biggie was going to come over to Death Row, and P. Diddy allegedly was unhappy about this. Because, like I said, they were really good friends. They were really good friends before Tupac got shot. So anyway, on the 13th of September 1996, Tupac had been to a Mike Tyson fight. I think it was a Mike Tyson, Bruce Seldon fight, I think, in LA. Was it the Beverly Hilton Hotel? Does that sound right, Chase? Anyway, he was coming out, and there was an altercation with this guy, and they gave him a good hiding. Tupac gave him a good hiding. Anyway, they were at a set of traffic lights, or a stop sign. I presume a stop sign is a set of traffic lights. In a black BMW with Suge Knight driving, Tupac was in the passenger seat, and a white Cadillac pulled up beside them and started firing shots at them. Tupac got hit 4 times in the chest. He was taken to hospital, and he lived for 6 days. On the 7th day, he died. Now, the conspiracy is that he didn't die, and that he's living in South America. Not sure which country in South America, but people have allegedly seen him. Obviously, he's older now, he's in his 50s. But Tupac died at the age of 26, and he released, there was so much material. I should know this. There's something like 800 songs or something that I think, the figure that I heard was about 800 songs that he actually recorded, and stuff's still being released today. They're still bringing out stuff today. So that sort of, is he still alive? Suge Knight said he's still alive, but I mean, I would take anything Suge Knight said with a pinch of salt. And allegedly, sorry having to keep repeating myself and saying allegedly, but when you're talking about P. Diddy, you've got to say allegedly, because obviously what is going on at the moment, we can't really start saying this, and this really happened. That he allegedly really profited from B.I.G getting killed, and which he did very much so, and it gave him a platform to go on to be the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy that we know today. Who's actually in prison at this present moment in time for allegedly. Well, I won't even go into what he's. You'll have to have been living under a rock if you don't know why he's in prison. But anyway, so the conspiracy is that he was going to leave Puffy and come over to death row. Puffy was unhappy allegedly, and there is a guy who is in prison now, Keefy D, who allegedly P. Diddy paid $1 million, when this is when $1 million was $1 million. I mean, it's nothing today. I know you can of coke and a bleeding Twix and it's gone. But he was paid $1 million to kill Tupac. So he shouted it from the rooftops, and anyway, eventually he got arrested, and I think he's still in prison now for Tupac's murder. So anyway, that's pretty much it really. In a 10-minute slot. Obviously, in the comments, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have heard any other conspiracies about Tupac or Biggie. And yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a real shame that they both. I mean, Tupac made 6 or 7 films. He did Juice, Gridlocked with Tandy Newton and Tim Roth, Juice, Poetic Justice with Janet Jackson. He was a brilliant actor. I mean, the guy was like absolutely unbelievably talented. And yeah, it's such a waste. But if you don't know Tupac, I would go on, maybe have a little deep dive into some of his music, and it's well worth a listen. And a lot of it holds up today for the stuff that's going on today. A lot of it holds up today. So anyway, guys, can you hit that like button for me, please? For me and Tracy, because it helps the channel, the algorithms. And share if you can with your friends. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And let's just try and build this channel back up. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I will see you all again soon. Tracy will be back soon as well. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little deep dive into Tupac and Biggie. Take care. God bless.